As we welcome in 2023, we wanted to bring you some of the top stories this past year, and Channel 8 Mackenzie Johnson has a recap on memorable events around the state in 2022's Year in Review.
The past year has brought both good and bad to the state. From a shift in Husker football coaching to deadly crashes in the capital city, 2022 was certainly eventful. And it was a dry year in the Cornhusker state, with winds propelling wildfires across Nebraska. On April 22nd, multiple towns in southwest Nebraska were evacuated as several wildfires burned 44,000 acres. It was more than a week before the fire was contained, and it claimed the life of a former Cambridge fire chief. Residents in southwest Lancaster County were told to evacuate on October 23rd as gusts of wind up to 50 miles per hour spread the fire quickly. One volunteer firefighter from Crete suffered serious injuries, and at least 6 structures were destroyed. On May 30th, a deadly crash on O Street in Lincoln left 2 dead and 20 injured during an informal car cruise.
Everybody was screaming, crying, running this way, running that way, people just running across the street, running from everywhere, and I literally felt like I was in a movie. I was just paralyzed.
Another crash in Lincoln killed 6 people on October 3rd. Police called it the worst crash in recent memory in the city. Around 2 in the morning, a Honda Accord struck a tree, killing all 6 occupants. On September 1st, police arrested William Wright in connection with 2 murders. 61-year-old Ronald George and 49-year-old Ronnie Patz were found dead hours apart. Investigators say Wright told them he strangled Patz. And Husker football dealt with a tumultuous 3 months after former head coach Scott Frost was fired. The decision came on September 11th after the team lost to Georgia Southern at home. Associate head coach Mickey Joseph filled in as an interim head coach for the remainder of the season, leading the Huskers to a 4-8 record.
We can absolutely get the University of Nebraska and University of Nebraska football exactly where it's supposed to be. It will be hard. It may take time, but it will be done.
And on November 26th, Husker football announced the hiring of new head coach Matt Rule. Rule promised to restore Husker football to greatness during his 8-year, $74 million contract. Just 2 days after Rule's official introduction, interim head coach Mickey Joseph was arrested on suspicion of strangulation and third-degree domestic assault. Nebraska has since confirmed he will not be returning to the Husker coaching staff. We hope you'll continue to stick with us as we follow these stories and bring you brand new headlines in 2023.
All right, thank you for that Year in Review, Mackenzie.